Hi guys, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Encourager Yeti. To all my returning subscribers, thank you so much. Thanks for always coming back to my channel. I do appreciate you guys. And if this is your first time discovering this channel, if this is your first time seeing Encourager Yeti's channel, you're welcome to this channel. Kindly do well by clicking on that subscribe button in order to get notified anytime I upload any new video. Thank you so much guys. Today I want to share with us some tips and guidance, for gathering relevant supporting documents and also to ensure their accuracy. Guys, anytime we are processing any application, it is very, very important for us, to ensure that we have relevant documents and, most importantly, to avoid any mistakes. So this is why this video is here, to serve as a means of guide, anytime we are processing any applications, be it study visa, work visa, or any applications. But before we start this video, guys, I am not an immigration officer. Every bit of information that I share here is basically from my own research and from my own experience. So guys, I love to encourage my viewers to also make further research, because making further research brings the value to you. It will be robust and you'll be able to know, okay, which one is applicable to you, which one is not applicable to you. You have, enough information at hand. So guys, let's go right into it. The first thing we are going to discuss here is creating a checklist. Guys, it is very, very important for us, to create a checklist to avoid any mistakes or any omission. Let's try as much as possible to ensure that we have gathered all the required and the necessary documents. Avoid oversights. There are sometimes that if you are processing an application or fine, you have all the documents, but at the same time, there are some little things that will count that you just overlook and say, oh, I already have this, not knowing that little omission might cause some delay. So in order to avoid any delay in the process of your application, let's try as much as we can to make sure that we create a checklist. This checklist is going to serve as a guide. By the time you have everything written down, you start ticking it out. Okay, you have this document, you have this document is ready. This will serve as a guide. That's the first thing, guys. And the next thing is to make sure that your documents are recent. What do I mean by this? You should ensure that all the documents that you have, that the required documents are recent and updated. Gather the recent version of the required documents, and make sure that they are accurate and reflect your current circumstances. If currently you are working, maybe 2 years ago you actually left a job and you recently got another job, maybe in the last 1 year, ensure that your CVs, everything is updated, fully updated. All these things actually matters a lot. So it is very, very important for us to ensure that all our documents are fully updated. They are recent, such as, updated bank statements as well. You need to ensure that your bank statements are actually updated, or your employment letters or any other documents that needed, to be updated. So let's ensure this, guys. And the next thing is, if any of your documents are in a language maybe other than English, have them translated, by a certified translator. In addition to this, ensure that you consider getting important documents notarized, to add credibility to it. So this is very, very important. And guys, if you need any professional advice, seek professional advice. Don't say, oh, you know it all. no one knows it all. Sometimes, like I said earlier on, that some little mistakes, oversights, you just feel that okay, you have all the necessary information at hand. If you need advice from people that have done it before, seek opinion, seek help. So guys, another thing I want to chip in, is that let's ensure, that our supporting documents are fully valid. What do I mean by this? Check your documents expiration dates. Your international, let's start with international passports. The first thing to check on the international passport is to go check the dates. If you have an international passport already, if you don't have, I will advise that that's the first thing to get even before you start any application process at all, because without that you won't be able to even further any application process. So that's the first thing to do. And for the people that already have, if you have your international passports ready, it is very, very important for you to ensure that the dates are valid. The date on your international passport is actually valid. If your international passport is expiring soon, it is advisable, to get it renewed, before you continue the process of your application, in order not to delay the process of your application. So guys, let's try as much as possible, and let's try ensure that they are valid all through the entire visa application process. Not that you would have started your visa application process and you already know that okay, your international passport will be expiring maybe like in 5 months time or in 4 months time. You never can tell. You can't predict how soon your application is going to be processed. The application process might take maybe 3 months, might take 4 months. You never can tell. So instead of waiting for the 4 months or 5 months for your international passport to expire, it is always good, to go ahead renewing your international passport. The next thing is validate financial documents. If submitting bank statements or financial documents, ensure that they are recent, accurate, and cover the required time period and reflect the required funds as per the visa categories financial requirements. What do I mean by this, guys? Any amount that you are expected to have as your POF, your proof of fund in your accounts, ensure that you have the correct proof of fund in your accounts. Your proof of fund including your living expenses of the required amounts that you are supposed to have. Ensure that you have all these things, correctly, accurately. So these are the things that we need to also put into consideration. Ensure that they are accurate. Another thing is authenticate educational or professional documents. What do I mean by this? If presenting educational certificates, or professional qualifications, ensure that they are genuine and issued by recognized institutions. If the institution giving you the certificates, ensure that the certificate has the logo. Ensure that the bank statement has the logo of the bank, and as well as the signature. The same thing applies to any certificates that you have at hand. Ensure that they are issued by the recognized institutions. Some documents may require verification, depending on your own country. So in order to avoid story that touch, try as much as you can to ensure that all documents are accurate, and they are updated. The last thing I also want to share with us is maintain original copies. Make sure to keep your original copies, the copies of all submitted documents for your own records. Immigration authorities may request, to see the original document during the application process or interview. Guys, this is very possible. You cannot predict whatever questions might come your way, during the process of your application. By following these guidance on UK visa application supporting documents and taking the necessary steps, to validate and authenticate your documents, you can compile. At the end of the day, you'll be able to compile and come out with a strong set of supporting documents. So this will give you the credibility and the strength of your visa application. So guys, we have come to the end of today's video. I want to believe that we have been able to pick one or two. So let's try as much as possible to make use of these tips during the process of our application, and I wish you guys the best. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye.